Good morning, everyone. I am doing a live video. As I say, I do these live videos as a form of help to me and maybe possibly someone else that could be going through some of the things that I've been through in life. Um, I just wanted to talk about, and you all can talk back to me. I'm going to have to get better at answering any questions and stuff that pop up here. But I wanted to talk about uh, the importance of having um, fathers or fatherly figures in the life of a young woman. And I'm speaking personally about myself. These videos and these things are about my experiences, and I'm not out to make anyone look bad when I discuss my life experiences. Well, when I was a child, I used to always think that my father would be the one that could save me and make everything much better than it was. Because as I've stated before, my life as a young woman was not easy. It was, as a little girl, it was rough, but this is not to say anything bad about my biological mother. She was a teenager when she had me. She was a teenager when she had most of the siblings that I have. She was a teenager, young, and the things that are afforded to a young woman today was not afforded to young women then. So it was very rough, but I always looked to my father to be the one to save me from it all. And sometimes he would come and he would, do little things that just made him the knight in shining armor. I tell you, the smallest things he did meant the world to me. Um, but when given the opportunity to actually raise us, me and my brother and sister, when given the opportunity to raise us, the let's just say he didn't do such a great job of it. I'm not ready to go into all the things that happened or whatever, but my thing is, my dad was in the streets. My dad was just not ready to put his children first. And, being a young girl that saw this knight in shining armor and watch all that armor just fall away, it was difficult. It was hard. And when I say that by the time the woman that adopted me, I was full grown. I wasn't sexually active, but I was full grown in every other way possible. Very mature little person. And it just kind of, the R. Kelly thing just kind of like brought all that stuff back to me because it started making me think about how we as young women, we spiral looking for that father figure in men. And this is why I say, as men, you have to understand your importance to your daughters. If you have daughters out there, you have to understand the importance because your absence has a void there that we as women try to fill. Whether we want to admit to it or not, we try to fill that void. And we're looking for someone that's that figure for us, that knight in shining armor, that person that's going to make it all better. And we learn some of the worst things out there. Like I say, by the time I was adopted by a great, wonderful woman, oh yeah, I'd already, the streets was in me. I already knew so much. I was wiser than I should be at my age, from having to grow up so fast. And so this woman was, and not because I see a lot of people saying, oh, the parents, what were the parents doing, and all these different things. Sometimes when the absentee of father's there, honey, you will find ways to sneak around good parents and good parenting to do what you want to do, and fill that void, you know. Seriously, my mom would drop me off at the school, or the school bus would drop me off at the school, and I'd act like I was going in there, and child, a dope dealer or somebody that had, fed me all these wonderful dreams and then got in my head and told me, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm this and that, will come right and pick me up. And my mama thinking I'm in school. My mom's thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. She at work working hard hours trying to provide for her children, and I'm out here going to the mall shopping and carrying on and stuff and doing whatever because I'm feeling like I'm important. I'm feeling like this man cares about me just because he says that he cares about me. It's not always on the parents. It's not always because you can bring your children up to be and give them the best of everything, and they still make decisions they shouldn't make. But back to the topic is just basically me trying to fill that void and trying to find that knight in shining armor. I mean, it led me in all kinds of wrong directions when it comes to picking and deciding what kind of man I wanted in my life. It left me open to, because my kids, they were raised with their father in the home. And I can tell you, me and my ex don't agree about a lot of things, but what we do agree about is our children. And he used to do a lot of things for our daughters personally, just as a father. And he said, because I want them to understand that this is what a man does when he loves you. And I said, I wish that that is what I had put in me, because then I would have known, or had some idea of what, even a partial real love from a man was. I always picked the guys that everybody wanted because I figured that made me something, that gave me the status. But if I had had a father that I knew would break somebody's neck about me, if I had had a father that I knew loved me, if I had had a father that I had telling me how important I am, how valuable I am, because whether we understand it or not, it starts when we're young, that type of thing. It's the reason why I'm always talking to my kids about who they are and what they mean to me, because I want them to understand the importance of having that instilled in them when they're young. That's why, as fathers, you have daughters, you have to be involved in their lives in a real way, because your daughter will always be looking for you or what she imagined you to be in someone else. And she will do things that will have her feeling some type of way about herself as an adult. And I say this because at my age, or as I grew up, oh my goodness, looking for my dad in men has really been just always wanting somebody to protect me, or somebody to say and tell me how beautiful I am and all those things. And it just a light bulb went off. I said, goodness, I'm looking for my dad. I'm looking for that man in my life. And it's sad because so many of you out here have women that you treat better than you treat your children. And I'm talking about treat better than you treat your daughters. You can't value a woman more than you value your children. You can't value your lifestyle more than you value your children. And I'm not just speaking, I'm speaking only on daughters, but they have a major part to play in sons' lives too. And these are facts. Men have a major part to play in both the son and the daughter's life, but I'm just speaking on this thing because R. Kelly thing, and everybody's going on about why this happened and what made these young women and why make these young women want to be with that type of person and all those things. Sometimes it's just that void in their life. Sometimes it's that father figure that was missing. And not everybody's missing a father figure, but for the decisions they make. But most of the time, it's because of that father figure making it missing. If you have a daughter, hug her, tell her you love her. Make sure that she understands that no man should be treating her a certain way. And start it when she's young. But if you didn't do it when she was young, do it now. Do it now. I know of several young ladies that all they want is their dad. They're teenagers, they're adults. Some of their dads have passed on, and they just say, I wish I had a better relationship with my father. You can make the difference in your daughter's lives. And sometimes the things that they choose to do with their bodies is solely based on just self depriving, mistreating yourself because you just don't know who you are. Because so many, look what they say, don't let the streets and the TVs raise your children. Don't let these men that know and can tell the weakness in your daughter change your child forever, or have her trying to dig herself out of a character in which she's built for herself, looking for you. You know, I used to always say, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. No, I don't need a man. I don't. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved, respected, and treated well. But if you don't know what that looks like, if you never seen a male or a father figure or a father present that, then you'll just take anything and call it love. This is real life. I only do this and I only talk about these things because we have to get it out. You know, we have to be honest with ourselves. You know, the R. Kellys of the world can't do what they do if we get involved, if we put our wants aside and worry about our children's needs. You know, because it just gets me so choked up thinking about my father and thinking about what I thought he was and then what he turned out to be. I still don't have that relationship with him, but I would like to. It's just difficult, being that I went through a lot of things that I don't think I would have went through if he had chose me, his child. You know, I don't think I would have been looking for older men. And the funny thing is, I've always dated and married older men. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for my father. Grab your daughters, love your daughters, be there for your daughters. A lot, show them what real love is so they won't be looking for predators and R. Kellys and all kinds of people that mean them no well. This is real life. This is real talk. I love you all in a real way. I thank you for watching my videos and supporting me. I thank you for sharing and liking my videos. I appreciate it more, and it just encourages me to continue to be open about myself and who I really am. Thank you.